good morning, and it's beautiful. It's a bit fresh this morning. I'm not sure what day it is today, but then I think it's Thursday. I hope it's Thursday, and I hope it's not Friday, because if it's Friday I haven't got, or should I say I haven't made a card for my wife's birthday, and I will be in deep doody-dardy. I won't actually. Seeing as neither of us can get out, I'm sure she's not expecting much. And apart from that, she's already been online and bought herself some birthday presents. Because I said, go online, buy herself some birthday presents. And she said, no, okay, I will. And she will. So anyway, yeah, good morning. This is how far I've got. Yesterday I did a video on making the base. Well, now she's on the base, and I've even got, if you can make out, me captain on board. But other than that, you've seen everything else. I'm just waiting now for this that's on there to dry. I've got a couple of other bits of tissue just to finish her off, but not a lot now. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take some tissue and just finish off the last of the water. Now obviously I want some of the bottom of the boat to be out of the water, because at the end of the day I want to make it look like it's travelling on a choppy sea, which is what I've made here. It's a choppy sea, and I am now just finishing off Mr. Choppy Sea. Now I've already painted the base a colour, just to give me an idea of what and where and when I wanted, and it also helps me when it comes to blending what I want on here. Oh, something's burning. That's a bit eggy. I wonder if I fried someone out there. Oh, hope no birdie parked in my chimney. That definitely smells like. Oh no! What am I talking about? I know what it is. It's this glue. This glue's a bit eggy. Well, it'll do. Yeah, it's definitely the glue. It's definitely a little bit eggy. So yeah, all I'm doing now is covering the last areas, covering the edges a bit, trying not to get too many straight edges on it. Just to finish her off, really. And as you see now, I'm at the kitchen roll stage. Beforehand, the initial papier-mâché on here is newsprint, because it's good solid stock, as they say. It will set like wood. Which is what I want. I want a solid base for this, because the actual ship itself needs to be supported properly. You're going to do this right, you're going to do it right. So yeah, and now I'm just feeding in tissue paper just to give me an even, equal surface. And I'm liking the way we're getting striations on it already, which means that when it comes to dry brushing, it's going to look even better. So yeah, so I've got my mix here, like before. The actual border's settled down and settled flat, so that's good. Last bit here, and what I'm doing really is just tidying up the edges so that when it comes to it, you don't really see the edges. Plus it gives me another chance to patinate the surface of the water. Now this again has been organic. I've basically gone to the lay of the boat and a bit of wiggly on the ball, and there we have it. It's not all I've done really is I put the boat on, I glued some egg cartons down that I'd ripped up and flattened, and then I covered that in little bits of newsprint, and then to top it off I covered it in kitchen roll, cheap kitchen roll, and then I painted it. Now you can use, like I did with PVA glue, you can use wallpaper paste. Wallpaper paste works just as well, although the wood glue actually sets it a lot harder and is more robust and will last longer. But it can be done, it can even be done with flour and water. You can make flour and water paste, but you'll have to check online what the measurements for that is. I haven't done it in a long time, but yeah, you can do flour and water paste. I've actually used that to put wallpaper up back in the day when I couldn't afford anything else, and that's what I had in the house, flour and water to do a job. So I've done that before now. So yeah, you can do it. It is possible. And then once I'd done it, I painted the surface more so I can see where I've put the original paper compared to where I'm putting the new stuff, because that actually helps. Because yeah, and the paint I used was acrylic paint, and I mixed that with my glue water to make it a little more user friendly. And I've always to make it a little bit more liquid. I'm going to do the same again. It doesn't waste your glue, because your glue will still glue on the top of this. Now I said before that I was going to make mistakes, and one of the mistakes I made, and this is what's covering that mistake really, is I didn't allow, when I built up all around it, I didn't allow for the fact that the weight of the glue and the paper on top would crush it down a bit, in which case I needed to add more to make the water meet the boat. But I did say I was going to make mistakes. But artists don't actually make mistakes. They make features. So I'm making a feature of it. Making a feature of the fact that it doesn't actually quite meet the water in some places, to make it look like it's riding high on one side and riding low on the other. So it's like, yeah, it's in motion, and that's what I want it to look like it's in motion. And I'm hoping that that's the impression you're getting from it in your in the camera there, is that it looks like it's in motion. Yeah, is it? I hope so. I do indeed, because I'm hoping to be able to auction it. Or maybe not auction it, maybe auction it, maybe not, I don't know. Right now, at this present moment in time, I know the NHS is struggling for money and everything else. Did you see the soldier fella? Oh my God, wow, wow, what an inspiration, what an absolute inspiration. And yeah, amazing, absolutely amazing. Captain, oh, I'm not even going to say it because I won't do it justice, and my memory isn't what it used to be, and I'm sure it will come back to me. But he's a captain, or he was a captain in the army, served in World War II, made over 11 million now in donations for the NHS. Phenomenal, phenomenal. An amazing fella. Anyway, there we go. So I'm planning, and there's no way on this planet I will make anywhere near that kind of money. I know it. I'm not a hero. I'm not a military person. My achievements in the art world don't really amount to much. But for the people I've done artwork for, it means a hell of a lot. It means a lot to me that they wanted my artwork, and it must mean a lot to them because they received it and they were happy with it and they've hung it in their places and whatever. So, but yeah, in the grand scheme of things, I'm no Picasso or Rembrandt. But I would like to put this up for auction, or make it so, because at the minute money passing hands is a dangerous thing in itself. Anything you're passing to somebody else at the minute can potentially be a death sentence to somebody. So I think I'd like it that people donated to the cause direct for a chance to win it. And I think of the many causes out there that every single one of them is worthy, and if I could get money to every single one of them, I would. I honestly would. And that sun's warm today. I lit the fire this morning because it was a bit nippy in here, and now it's toasty and the sun is blazing in my eyes. Absolutely blazing. I should put some blinds up really, but it'll be gone soon. It'll be high enough. It'll be coming through the roof and not through the front window. But it is early morning really. Must be coming up to about 9 o'clock now. And I've been up since 2. Just can't seem to sleep at the minute. Anyway, I digress. Getting back to it, my plan is, I think the charity I'm going to donate to is the blood bikes, because they're struggling at the minute and they could use every penny they can get. Now, I'm not saying this is going to raise a lot of money, because not a lot of people are going to see this video, I don't think, but I will share it and see what happens. So yeah, I'm going to set up a GoFundMe page or something. Or I'm going to ask somebody else to set up a GoFundMe page, because I will make a pig's ear of it. So I'll ask someone to sort it out for me, and then once I know, on the last video of this, I will announce what it is, the website. I shall put it down in the comments and description, and whoever wins it, I will find a way of getting it to you. There'll be a limit on the time, obviously, because there's a limit on the amount, on them trying to get money together to keep their bikes on the road. And it's a complete voluntary cause, and they do a fantastic job of shipping organs and for transplant, and blood for all sorts of reasons between hospitals, because they're the fastest to get from A to B. They can beat the traffic, they can filter and stuff, and they've been being used since I was a child. Blood bikes have been about, and it's always been a voluntary service, and they do an amazing job. And because everybody's on lockdown, not a lot of us bikers are out there. Now, a lot of times, us bikers, we also raise money for, as you see, I'm adding colour to my glue, because 2 reasons. One, it waters the colour down enough so that I can get it to soak in, and 2, it's got glue in it, so it'll help when it comes to making it solid. So anyway, yeah, back to who I want to donate whatever proceeds go to. It will be the blood bikes, and I'll see how much money we can raise, or I can raise, but obviously with your help. It'll be with your help, and see where we go with it. If it's successful, never know, next thing I make, I might donate that too. Of course, that's if you think it's worthy of donating for, but that's up to you to see the worth in it. Is it worth you donating some money? The possibility to win it? I hope so, because I'd like to raise some money for them and for all the good work they do. Yeah. Now this is the awkward bit, because I don't want to get the colour on the boat if I can help it. This isn't all going to be easy, because at the end of the day the water goes up to the boat's edge, so this is where I'm going to be very careful what I do. Yeah, I'm not too bad. I actually think it's working, and you can tell me whether you think it's working if you ever watch my vid, to be quite honest. I would like to earn some money for this. For them, they deserve it. They deserve a hell of a lot more than I can give them. They've saved friends' lives, same as their ambulance have. But we can go back to helping air ambulance when we're all back out there on our bikes. And we'll be turning up at things like AD Tan's bike night. And doing the Bikers Against Bullies rallies and runs. And many other such charity things that I used to do before I got put into lockdown, like so many of us did. We will go back to it somehow. We will find a way of continuing doing the charity stuff. If that sun keeps still going the way it is, I'll be able to put this out in the sun and it'll dry even quicker. As long as the wind don't pick up and take it for a sail across the garden, because that would not be funny. Yeah. This is me being as careful as I can not to get paint on the boat. Or getting as close as I can to the edge of where my water is. Yeah, I'm not that clever. We might have to wipe that down, mister. Yeah. We might have to have that touched up with a bit of brown later. We shall see. There was bound to be one bit that I missed. I got too close with. Anyway, I've given it a blue coat first and foremost. I will give it a blue coat because I want something to contrast the green coat, which is going on next. So there's my blue coat. Just like that. Now, I still have a little blue in here, but I don't want it blue anymore. What do I want it? I want it darker. So a little plains black, not much, just a dollar. Smidgen if you were. And some green. But I know I've got a tube off, I just don't know where I put it. Okay, a little bit of green. And this will, with any luck, darken it down sufficiently and make me an interesting blue-green colour. I hope. I'm a bit colourblind, so I'm hoping this. And all I'm really doing is smidging it into, and I'm kind of being quite lazy with it because what the paint that's on it is already wet. I'm just sort of smooching into the valleys and up the sides a bit, just to darken it off a bit. And I'm not even really, I'm trying to leave the very tips alone, yeah, and just go in the valleys with it, kind of like, you know, in one of the other videos I showed you about ink washing. Well, this is kind of ink washing, but very lazy, because I'm not ink washing the whole thing. I'm just laying it over wet paint and letting it bleed into itself, so the dark bleeds into the lighter, which is good. I want this because it makes for a more natural look, I think. And of course, all this under the boat could do with a bit of darkening anyway, just to add some depth to it, really. And I am being very lazy with it. It is lazy painting. That's what I'm doing. Just smidging it in there. Wherever paint would pull, I'm putting it there. Just to, yeah. So it's dark. I'm darkening the sort of undertone, under bits, the crevices, the deep recesses. I'm adding some darkness to it, that's all, and leaving the crests and a lot of the rise to the crests kind of free of it. That's it. And where the that should do it. And there we have What do you think? Worthy of a charity donation? I hope so. Well, that's my lot for this morning. I hope you have a beautiful day. Be good to each other. Stay safe. I love you all.